Hi, I'm Kelly from Kelly J Jewellery. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make this cute little heart pendant. I've used silver filled wire, but you can use whatever you like. Thought I'd do a special little heart for Valentine's. This one has actually ended up being double-sided, so you can wear it either way. That's my dog making all the noise. I'll put a list in the description below of everything you'll need to make this pendant. There are also links to my Etsy shop and my Facebook page, and I think there's Instagram on there as well. So come on over, I'd love to see your finished work over on Facebook or Instagram. Do tag me if you make something from my tutorials, and please mention me when you share your work online. A Kelly Jones design would be very much appreciated. Oh, and please subscribe. To make this pendant you'll need 0.8mm wire, that's 20 gauge, and I've cut 3 lengths at 9 inches, that's 23 centimetres. You'll need 0.315mm weaving wire, that's 28 gauge, and you'll need approximately 200 centimetres. You need a heart bead. This is a drilled cabochon from top to bottom, so it has a hole going straight the way through the middle of it. Mine is 20mm by 20mm. Tools, I've got pliers, round nose pliers, wire cutters and wire straighteners, and little nylon pliers. If you don't have these, don't worry, because you can just go without for now, that's fine, but I love these. I've put links to tools below if you're interested in having a look at the tools that I use. Have a little look in the description below. Because I'm based in the UK, I buy all my wire from Metal Clays for You and Scientific Wire Company. I'll put links in the descriptions below. You're going to start in the middle of the wires. Take your weaving wire. And we're going to start with 2 wraps around the bottom wire. And then we'll have 2 wraps around the bottom 2 wires. Come up between the bottom 2 wires. And 2 wraps around the top 2 wires. So that's going to be our repeat. 2 wraps around the bottom 2 wires, followed by 2 wraps around the top 2 wires. And we'll keep repeating that weave. So I've done 23 repeats of that. The amount of repeats that you do depends on the size of your stone. So if your stone is slightly bigger than mine, you'll need to do more repeats. So we need to shape this wire now to go around the curve of the stone. So starting at the top part of the weave, we're going to curve that to go around the curve at the top of our heart. Like that. So I need to add a few more repeats at the bottom there, so I reach the bottom of the heart shape. So depending on the size of your stone, do as many repeats as you need to get around the side of it like that. So we need to cut the weaving wire from the beginning. And that top end bit really needs to come down now. And take this bottom wire and bend it right down. That's going to go through the bead. fits nicely around the side of the bead like that. So I finished off this weave with 3 wraps around that bottom wire, and I'm going to cut off that weaving wire now. I've moved this wire to the back so the weave comes to the front. So when you're happy with the shape, take the first wire, make sure your bead is nice up high on this wire, and bend this first wire around like that just to hold it in place so that bead stops moving. It'll still spin around, but at least it's now held in place and not going to drop off the wire. So now take your weaving wire, going back to these 2 wires up on the top here, we're going to add coils to this top wire here, the one closest to the stone. So wrap your weaving wire around and around that wire. And you want to keep going and keep adding coils to that wire. So I've coiled about 3.5 centimetres onto that top wire. I'm going to slide it down now into place, and we need to cut that tail end off. And you need to keep compressing your coil together as you go to keep it all tidy. So now when you stand it up the right way, your coil is closer to the stone on that wire. So taking hold of both wires together, I'm going to curl them around. Like that. And then we're going to keep going around. I'm going to bend them a bit further from the bottom there. Go around again so we've got 2 loops. I'm sliding all over the place today. To hold the wire and keep it all straight. So we've got this nice twist on the top with a coiled wire following a bare wire, and then we can put a jump ring through the gap between those 2. So now we need to continue adding coils. What we'll do first is we'll just strap these 2 wires together. So go round both wires a couple of times just to hold it all in place. and come up between the wires, and we'll continue to add coils on this outer wire here, just a little further. So I've added coils until I'm halfway down the stone, roughly. Now I'm going to strap both wires together again, as we did earlier. So come under the bottom wire, and go around the both wires a couple of times. Then I'm going to add a few more coils onto that top wire. So I've added a few more coils to that wire. Now I'm going to curve this wire around this way, and I'm going to cut that off and finish it, so I can do a nice tight curl on that. So I'm going to cut that. And I'm going to follow with this wire, scoop around this way, and holding it in place, I'm going to put a little curl on the bottom of that wire. Like that. And then I'm going to take this wire behind those, get it in place where I want it to be. I'm going to wrap it around to follow that other wire at the back there. That's my dog snoring. So this wire is going to be cut and curled here. I think I'll have a big curl, so I'll cut it about there. So taking around those pliers, I'm now going to curl this wire. Like that. And then turn into the back, making sure these wires are nicely in place. I'm going to take this wire, the one that went through the bead, and I'm going to wrap it over those two and around. And this is going to be a little bit fiddly if you've got tough wire. My wire is nice and soft. And then I'm going to go around again. And just squeeze that in place just to hold it. I can now finish that wire down the back of there. Make sure that you only cut the wire and you don't cut into these two. So that's what we've got so far. Nearly finished. So my stone still keeps moving around a little bit, so I'm going to secure that with these two wires on the back. So I'm going to take these two wires and together holding them together. I'm going to curl them around on the back, do a complete curl, like that. And when it gets to here, I'm going to take my weaving wire, add a few coils to one of the wires just to attach it. So, oops, I've wrapped around that twice. So I've wrapped around that top wire twice, then I'll wrap around both wires a few times, and I'm going to secure these wires to that back weave. So I need to cut this free from my bobbin, so you'll just need a short length of wire. So I'll bring it back up between those two wires. I'll go around that weave. So we just go around that top wire a couple of times. And then I want to go around the wire again, around the whole thing again. So we'll go around the weave, and then bring the wire back up between those two again. Cut that end off now. So this wire I'm just going to curl around here. Now I'm going to add coils to this one. So I've added some coils. I've pulled this wire down to be next to this one again, and I'm going to strap them together. Just a couple of wraps around the two, and I'll add a few coils to that top one. So the top wire now is going to come up and curl around, and we're going to attach it to the weave. So I'm going to add some more coils to get to here so I can strap it to the weave. So when you get to the top, post your weaving wire behind that weave again. Posted it through there, and I've gone around the weave. Now I'll go behind the wire and pull it tight so we get it nice and close. And then I'll go a few times around that wire just to secure it all in place. I'll trim that. That should hold it all down. So I'm going to curl this one this way. So that needs to be about that long. Then this one I'm going to curl this way, just little curls. So take the round nose pliers, and you want to make sure you close your curl so it doesn't catch on anything. curl that one the other way and close that curl, because this is going to be on the back, so we don't want it to snag on anything. I think we've ended up with a double-sided pendant. So that's what we've got so far. So now for these last two wires on the bottom, take your weaving wire and we'll wrap twice around the bottom wire. Twice around both wires, and we'll repeat that a few times. So I've done 8 repeats of that little weave. Just cut off that tail end. And I'm going to curl it around, and I'm flattening it and pushing it back now, and I'm curling it around the bottom like that, so we have a curl on the bottom like that. I'm just going to add a few more repeats to that weave. So I've bent this round a little bit, pulled it out a little bit, so we've got a nice tight curl there now on the bottom. And I'm going to separate the wires. And this one is going to curl this way, and this one is going to curl the other way. So now I've got my shape. I'm just going to add a few more repeats of that weave and hold the wires together. Off that weaving wire, so I'm going to curl this one this way. We want a nice tidy little curl, and this one comes the other way, and we just want a little curl on that as well. So taking my round nose pliers, I'm going to take a little bit more length off that one. Like that. And then curl the other one the other way. And close the curls so they don't catch on anything. So we always forget to mention that you're going to need the jump ring at the top. So I'll go and get myself a jump ring now. So my jump ring I've made is 10mm outside measurement. And I'm going to pop it between, in that gap there. I use 1.5mm wire, so it's quite thick. Which it would be about 14 gauge, I think. So there we have it, finished. Hope I didn't confuse you too much and you found this tutorial easy to follow. Double-sided heart pendant. And happy Valentine's Day to everybody. Hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye.